sometimes life throws curveballs at you, and the only way to dodge those curveballs is by completely starting over, which there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. You know, I had to start over, and I just want to give you guys a couple tips because I found myself living in downtown DC now. I just lived in Houston, Texas last year at this time, and I don't regret anything. It was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, so let's talk about it. Stop doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, if you were anything like me, that means you were probably hard-headed and you're a little stubborn, and you like to try to force things to work sometimes, even when you know they're not working, and you're just thinking that, oh, well, maybe it's just because I haven't figured it out, the little code that I gotta crack. But forget that. It's gonna be a lot easier to just start over with the knowledge that you have from scratch than to try to keep like forcing things to work. You're a lot smarter than that. Trust in yourself. Just to keep using me as an example, this time last year, I was basically being a photographer, freelance, working in Houston, Texas, and I was really trying to make it work. And it wasn't until I opened my mind up to other possibilities like working for the government that I finally got to a point in my life where I feel like life is just now starting to begin for me, because I applied for a job working for the government and I got the job, and it was life changing. Definitely don't be afraid to, you know, do something different and change things up, because sometimes that's exactly what you need. Now, I'll be real with you guys. I don't know you guys personally, but if you were my friend and I could talk to you face to face right now, I would tell you, try picking a whole new city and just applying for different jobs, because you never know. What's that saying they say about value? That if you're not being valued what you're worth, then you're probably in the wrong place. Switch up your place. You guys, you know, don't be afraid to start over. Because one thing about starting over that I could definitely tell you is that whenever you finally actually do it, like you actually start over, you're gonna do it so much better, so much faster, because you have the knowledge that you probably needed in the very beginning, and now that you're starting over, you're gonna just like sail through all those certain things in life, certain problems in life that would have stopped you a long time ago. It's gonna be like icing on the cake this time, especially in your mid-30s like I am. I mean, half of the stuff I used to be tripping about, like, man, how do I get this, or how do I get that, or how do I get this done? I already did it. I already went through it in my 20s, so now it's just so much faster and so much easier. Anyways, right now I'm in the Rhode Island area. Actually about to meet up with a friend to go shopping, but I just been like giving you guys a couple tips about what it's been like for me as far as starting over in my mid-30s here in DC. It's definitely been a very interesting thing. You guys can go back in my channel and see all the stuff I've been doing, all the places that I've been going, about the people I've been meeting. It's definitely been interesting. Hey, and go ahead and do yourself a favor and stop comparing yourself to other people, because that's going to be the fastest way to get depressed. I'm just telling you right now. That will rock bottom you faster than probably anything else I know. Is being hard on yourself because you're like, dang, I should be here in life, or I should be there in life by this time because other people are. It is absolutely okay to start your life over from scratch, people. Life is not a sprint, it's definitely a marathon. Stop comparing yourself to other people. The key is to take things a step at a time. Just one step at a time, and you will be okay. One day you're gonna look back at all those steps that you took and realize that, you know what? I came a long way, and it's all gonna add up to something. And then there's gonna be somebody else who's gonna be looking at that same path and think that you did it overnight. I'm just saying. And the last piece of advice that I have, people, is that life is not fair, man. It's not fair. So use it to your advantage. You know, there's going to be advantages that you have over other people, and there's going to be advantages that they have over you. And it's up to you to decide what you want to focus on. Do you want to focus on the fact that you don't have something, or do you want to focus on the things that you're really good at and use your advantages to work for you in life? You know, don't be one of these type of people who spend their whole life mad because things weren't lined up to be fair. Nothing in the world is supposed to be fair. All right, guys, I'm done lecturing you guys. I'm about to enjoy the rest of my day here in DC. It's a beautiful day once again, and I appreciate you guys for tuning into these videos. I have another one that I'm about to line up and work on. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.